Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night? Unable to sleep, suddenly hit by a terrifying thought. You wake up, you go to work, you pay your bills, you experience a few fleeting moments of happiness, a few moments of pain, and then, one day, you just quietly exit the stage. Are we just a biological accident on a tiny speck of dust, floating in a cold, infinitely expanding universe? A machine of flesh and bone that runs for a few decades and powers down forever? If these questions make your stomach drop, you aren't alone. You are standing at the edge of a very dangerous philosophical cliff. A concept known as nihilism. Nihilism is the belief that life has no inherent meaning. That right and wrong, good and evil, are just illusions invented by human beings. Today, we aren't just going to talk about dead philosophers. We are going to look down into the void. Because if you have the courage to face this darkness, you might just find the ultimate freedom waiting on the other side. For thousands of years, humanity survived this existential dread by wrapping itself in a warm blanket. We created grand stories. We believed in a higher power, a cosmic plan, and a universe that cared about us. This story was a ship that kept us safe in a terrifying, chaotic ocean. It gave us purpose, community, and told us exactly what was right and wrong. But then, in the 19th century, a German philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche took a sledgehammer to that ship. He made a statement that shocked the world: God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him. Nietzsche wasn't talking about a literal assassination in the clouds. He meant that the rise of science, logic, and modern society had completely shattered the foundation of our old beliefs. We pulled the warm blanket off ourselves. And now, we are left stranded on the beach of a cold, indifferent ocean, staring into an endless void. Nietzsche predicted this would throw humanity into a massive psychological crisis. Imagine being dropped into an infinite desert. No compass. No map. No destination. You realize that your life, your career, your anxieties, and your dreams are just footprints in the sand, waiting to be blown away by the wind. When humans face this terrifying emptiness, we desperately try to escape it. And usually, we fall into three very dangerous traps. Trap number 1, hedonism. The mindset of, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. If nothing matters, why not just squeeze every drop of dopamine out of this short life? But this leads us to an endless cycle of distraction. Binge-watching shows until 3 a.m., doom-scrolling social media, buying things we don't need, and chasing the next high. It's a treadmill. You run until you're exhausted, but you never actually go anywhere. The void is still there. Trap number 2, slavery to ideologies. When the old gods die, we invent new ones. Nationalism, extreme politics, tribalism. We surrender our individuality to a group just so we can feel like we belong to a grand cause. History has shown us that the darkest, most violent chapters of the 20th century were written by people trying to fill the emptiness inside them with extreme ideologies. But the third trap is the most dangerous of all: moral nihilism. The belief that since the universe doesn't care, right and wrong don't exist. As the Russian author Fyodor Dostoevsky wrote, if God does not exist, everything is permitted. Pop culture shows us this perfectly through characters like the Joker in The Dark Knight, or Tyler Durden in Fight Club. They are active nihilists. They want to watch the world burn because they believe the rules are a joke. On the flip side, we have passive nihilism, the modern epidemic of depression. The teenager who looks at the world and says, "What's the point of even trying? So, is this it? Are our only options to distract ourselves, join an angry mob, or sink into despair? No. Nietzsche believed nihilism wasn't a disease, it was a transition, a growing pain. Imagine you were given a map at birth, and one day you realize the map is entirely fake. The destination doesn't exist. Most people would sit down and cry. But a select few would tear up the fake map, look at the blank horizon, and say, "Good. Now I get to draw my own." Nietzsche called this person the Übermensch, or the overman. This is someone who realizes the universe is a blank canvas, and instead of being terrified, they pick up a brush. They don't follow the herd. They create their own values. They turn their life into a masterpiece. Nihilism says, nothing matters. The Übermensch replies, then I will decide what matters. Another philosopher, Albert Camus, called our search for meaning in a meaningless universe, the absurd. But Camus said we shouldn't give up. We should rebel. He pointed to the ancient Greek myth of Sisyphus, a man cursed by the gods to push a heavy boulder up a mountain, only for it to roll back down, for all eternity. It is the ultimate pointless task. But Camus gave us a brilliant shift in perspective. He said, we must imagine Sisyphus happy. Why? Because the moment Sisyphus accepts his fate, he wins. He finds purpose in the pushing of the boulder itself. The rebellion is in living fully, despite the meaningless of it all. Maybe life has no grand, predestined meaning. But that isn't a curse. It is a profound, beautiful blessing. It means you are free. You aren't tied to a script. You get to choose your purpose. You get to love, create, and experience this weird, incredible universe on your own terms. So the next time you're awake in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling, and that void creeps in, don't run from it. Look right back into the darkness and say, I know you're there. But I am the author of this story now. If this video helped you shift your perspective, hit the like button and share it with someone who might be lost in the void. Subscribe for more deep dives into the philosophy of life. Thank you for watching.